It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go here in Atlanta. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Ever since he was drafted in the 4th round, all this guy has done is continue to surpass all expectations. And Mike, this isn't some physical specimen like we see throughout the league who has all these unique physical attributes, but he is about as consistent and even keel as the quarterback position gets. And it doesn't hurt that he is a beloved figure in every locker room he finds himself in. They know with this guy behind center, they have a shot to win every single game he plays.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They send him right out of the slot. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it. He's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Gino. Out quickly to Lockett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Got it with Smith and Jigba. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Fant in motion. Play action now. It's Gino. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Got a man, it's Lockett. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Cousins. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is brought in. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. It is a big play there for the Falcons. That gains an even 60 yards. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
2nd down, Cousins. That is caught to the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Second down and 8. Off the play fake. Smith. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Ray McLeod deep to return. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They go play action with Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Nice grab there by Mooney, and plays like this are really the main reason why the Falcons made it a point to sign him this offseason. And his talent has always been undeniable. He just has to find a way to stay on the field and prove it.
On 1st down, Cousins. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Cousins now on 2nd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. You just don't see a lot of running backs given the chance to make those sort of plays, especially against double coverage, but he continues to come up big for his quarterback. He's going to continue to give him every shot in the world.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Cousins. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
on is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whenever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Back is Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Gino. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's dropped off for Walker. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Smith. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake, it's Smith. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
McLeod to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing. And now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. To throw is Cousins. That's caught. Ray McLeod. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a short pickup there to about the 18. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's lock it downfield. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll stick to the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Smith, quick one to Metcalf. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll run. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Walker. Good blocking to the 15. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Here's 1st down. Cousins to throw. He'll get that to Kadero Hines. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Cousins gonna throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.